Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you are doing good. How was the quarantine days? Are you being safe at home? Good dear. So, my congratulations for all for getting into the new grade, and I welcome you all to the video class. Shall we start our session? Okay, before getting into that, first be ready with your note and pen. So, this will help you to take down the notes that whatever you are observing here. Okay, children. So, pause the video, be ready with that. Good. In grade 9 computer science, the first chapter you are going to see is basics of information technology. So, at last grades, whatever you have studied, the sum up of all that information will be given in this first chapter. Okay dear. So, let me start. First, characteristics of computer. Before knowing the characteristics, let me see what is computer and where the word derived from. Okay, comes from the word compute. Computer word comes from the word compute. Compute is nothing but calculate. So, computer is a calculating device. It performs calculations at enormous speed. Computer is device that operates upon data and information. So, data or information is needed for the computer to work. Example, it prepare result, calculations, transactions, scientific work, etc. All it needs any data or information to be processed out. So, this is computer, you know already. Then characteristics of computer. So, one by one let us see the characteristics of computer. The first one is speed, second one accuracy, then next diligence, versatility, power of remembering, no IQ, and last one is no feelings. Okay, once again I sum up: speed, accuracy, diligence, versatility, power of remembering, no IQ, and no feelings. So, these are the characteristics of computer. Let we see this in detail one by one. First one, speed. So, it is a fast device. You know already, computer is a fast calculating device. Work done as enormous speed as compared to human beings. Okay, when compared to human beings, it can do the work as fast as human beings. Then speed of computer is measured in term microseconds, nanoseconds, and ever picoseconds also. So, these are the speed characteristics of speed. Then next we are going to see the next one. What is the next characteristics? Do you remember? Accuracy. Yeah, accuracy. Work with highest accuracy. It won't make any mistake. Okay, accuracy depends upon the design of computer. Okay dear. So, human errors or like wrong command, inaccurate data input, etc. In that purpose only it will give a wrong result for us. Without the human errors, without the human interface, it won't make any mistakes. That is called the accuracy. Next, diligence. What is the word diligence? Carefulness. The word meaning is carefulness. So, free from tiredness, free from lack of concentration. It won't make any mistake. Already I told you. So, this is the diligence. Okay. Next, versatility. It can perform all kind of jobs simultaneously. That is flexibility. Versatile means flexibility. Can do diverse nature of works like calculations, graphics work, searching, etc. at the same time. Then power of remembering. Unlike human being, computer can store huge amount of data in it. So, it does not differentiate whether it is important or not important. So, it stores all type of informations in it. Loss or deletion of data is done by only the user, that is user here we human beings. In case of deleting any informations, it will lose that information, or else not, it will store all type of informations in it. Then no IQ. IQ you know already. Okay, intelligent quest. So, not a thinking machine, it won't think on its own, not intelligent. Never does a task as its own, it won't do on its own. Okay, we have to, we the human beings have to give the instructions that the computer will follow. But nowadays beyond the 6th generation, many artificial intelligence AI computers are coming up in the evaluation of the computer. Okay, this is not that, it is different from it. Okay, then next, no feeling. Follow human instructions, just it will follower human instructions, never decides as its own will, no taste, no emotions and no knowledge. Okay, so these are the characteristics of computer. Then now we are going to see the computer components. I think already have studied in your lower classes, but even though we have to recall now, computer components: input CPU, output ROM, memory RAM, hardware, storage and software. Let me see this in detail. Okay, so first hardware devices. What are the hardware devices that we normally see in the PC, personal computer? Shall we see now? Okay, so in this picture you could see the first number 1 is numbered as, what is that? Do you remember that? Yeah, this is monitor. Okay, number 1 is monitor. Okay, what is this number 2? This is motherboard. Okay dear, this number 2 is a motherboard. Here in this motherboard there is number 3. This is CPU. Okay dear, it is called the brain of the computer. Yeah. Then this number 4 is RAM. RAM memory. Random access memory. Then this number 5 is expansion card. Okay. Then number 6 is power supply. Okay. Then where is 7? Here it is. This number 7 is CD drive. Number 8 is hard disk. Okay. Then what else we have to see? Yeah, this is keyboard and this is mouse. So these are the hardware components in a personal computer. Do you remember this? Already you know well, but once again see what are the components in that. Next we are going to see the software. So what is software first? I think you have studied in the last class. What is software? Set of programs. Okay, set of programs, set of instructions, set of rules that are given to the computer is called the software. So best example is OS, operating system. MS Windows, Apple OS X. Applications. What is application software? MS Office, Final Cut Pro, Adobe CS6. So many apps are there. Okay, like games also you know very well. World of Warcraft, The Sims and so many upcoming games you know well in this holidays, I think so. Okay dear. Then next, input devices. What are the input devices? Just sum up whatever you know. Keyboard, mouse, trackball, graphics tablet, game controllers, touch screen, webcam, microphone. So these are the some of the input devices. Next, CPU. As we know that central processing unit, that is the brain of the computer. So this it is measured in megahertz, okay, and gigahertz, that usually we used to call that MP and GP, isn't it? Then next, output devices. Only 3 is given here, but you know so much of output devices: monitor, printer, sound, and whatever the output devices you have studied so far. Okay. Then let me see the storage device. Okay, what are the types of storage devices? How the storage device is divided? It is primary and secondary. It is divided into two types, that is primary and secondary. The primary is further classified into read only memory and random access memory, ROM, that is read only memory and random access memory. Okay, what is primary storage first? Primary storage is computer memory that is directly accessible to the CPU of a computer without the use of computer's input and output channels. Okay, it is a built-in memory of the computer. Primary storage is used to store data that is likely to be in active use. Okay, then what is ROM? Read only memory. Read only memory is a class of storage media used in computers. So data stored in ROM cannot be modified. Once if it is stored in that, it cannot be rewritten or it cannot be modified. Then ROM is a non-volatile storage. Data remains unchanged even after switching off the computer. The best example is EEPROM and EEPROM. Okay, this is the best example of this. Then what is RAM? Random access memory. It is a type of data storage used in computers. It takes the form of integrated circuits that allow the stored data to be accessed in any order randomly. It can be accessed from anywhere. So data stored in RAM can be modified. RAM is a volatile storage. Data will lose after switching off the computer. The best example is DD RAM and DDR2 RAM. Okay dear. Then the secondary storage. So what are the, already primary storage is a built-in storage of the computer. So secondary storage, that we are inserting additionally. Okay, so secondary storage is computer memory that is not directly accessible to the CPU of a computer, requiring the use of computer's input and output channels. It is used to store data that is not in active use. It is usually slower than primary storage, but it always has higher storage capacity. It is non-volatile. Data remains unchanged even after switching off the computer. Then comes to the storage devices. What are the secondary storage devices available? Floppy disk, as you know already, hard drive, DVD, cassettes, optical zip drive, USB flash drive, pen drive, like that, CD-ROM. In that CD-ROM, CD writable ROM is there and CD rewritable is also there. Then Blu-ray disc. These are the secondary storage device. Okay. Now we comes to the last session, that today's activity. So what you have to write? The characteristics of computer, what we have learned in this first. Then list the components of computer. Okay. Then these two types of software and networking concepts that you are going to learn in the coming classes. But before that, I want to know how many of you know about this types of software, because in lower classes you have been studied about it, and networking concepts also. If you have any idea about these two, you can just write what you know about that types of software and networking concept. The first two already you learned in this before slides. Okay. So you have to write the characteristics of computer and list the components of the computer. Okay dear. So write this neatly and submit to your class teacher. So meet you in the next class. Thank you.